3/4 inch steel strap I got at Lowe's, and I'm going to mark 5. If it's too long, I can always cut more off. So the 5 is going to be the straight part that the camera sits on, and then there's going to be a tight curve right here. And I've never bent this, so we'll see how it works. Pretty nice. It's supposed to bend real straight, so you want to be careful. I'm just bending it around a roll of white duct tape. And I want to bend it so that it's, and you can see it's not exactly fitting the roll of duct tape, but that really ought to be fine. I want it a little bit tighter. These should be parallel because I want the handle to fit under here. Of course, you can always adjust it after you build it too. You see how easy it is to bend. Okay, that's about right. Okay, and then because it's supposed to be a good straight thing, I'm going to bend it around this air tank here. And I want a half circle. So it's not quite far enough. But since I got that curve started, I can just see how nicely it curves into a circle. And if the camera sets up here, this has to be under it. So I probably need to go a little further and maybe bend it here a little bit. And so there's my shape. Not quite as straight as I'd hope, but I can always weasel it out. I had hammers out here, but I didn't need to hammer. Not really bad. Well, I drilled a couple of holes in the steel rod that I bent. There's the hole for the camera to be attached to, and here's the hole for the handle to be attached to. And as you can see, I kind of unbent it a little so I could drill straight down into it without the steel being in the way, but it'll bend right back. And I had to file the hole out a little bit with the file. I went to Ace Hardware and got some help with some parts here. This air compressor fitting is a pipe fitting. See there where it fits into a galvanized pipe fitting, and the guy at Ace who helped me happened to know that the little lamp finials fit into these 1/8 inch pipe threads. So I drilled it out with a 3/8 drill and had to work it out a little, and it's still plenty tight. I'll thread it up in there. Okay, and it probably doesn't need it, but I'm going to add a washer and a nut. Oh, great. So this is actually the part that the electric cord goes through when you're putting a lamp together. And of course you can tighten that up with a wrench or pliers. I'm not going to tighten it right now. Okay. Then my gimbal, which is my air compressor fitting from Harbor Freight, screws right into that. Okay. Now optionally, you could get a quick release coupling for your handle here. Instead, I cheaped out and used the scrap of dowel I had. If you don't have a scrap of dowel, you could use a piece off the end of an old broom handle. And I used this 3/8 to drill down in there, and then I kind of warbled it out a little so that the handle would fit up on the quick release for the air compressor fitting. And I'm just going to kind of jam it on there right now. I might work that a little bit more later. Okay, and you can see also that it's now not really pointing right at all. Of course, I don't have the camera on. So I have to bend this back like this again. Kind of, yeah, see now it's even better. So I guess what I'm needing is some weight down here. And I'll grab one of the magnets that I got at Harbor Freight. Okay, now it's starting to do it. Let me get the camera on it. I ordered an iPhone tripod adapter on eBay. So for right now, I'm going to use my Canon PowerShot, which is also an excellent little video recorder. And I'm putting a paper washer. You might want to glue a little piece of rubber on there. And then tighten my tripod screw, and here you might want some kind of thumb screw or something like that. Okay, so now I'm still leaning forward a little too much. Well, I'd rather I don't know if more weight right here is what I need. So the advantage of, oops, these magnets are pretty strong. The advantage of using magnets is you can just add them where you want. Yeah, there we go. So now I can bend this back down to where I want it. Okay. And there is my Steadycam with the gimbal. Now this is going to take a little working in. It's still a little bit stiff. So you can see how much easier it is when I hold that camera in my hands. You know, and I will include some footage. Well, I wrote up a little bill of materials after the fact and added in all the prices, and the steel stock at Lowe's was $3.83. The air compressor swivel for the gimbal at Harbor Freight was $1.99. These two magnets were at Harbor Freight for $1.49. The pipe fitting and these miscellaneous nuts and bolts at Ace for $3.31. And I ordered an iPhone tripod mount on eBay for $4.50. Add that all up, and without tax, that's $15.12. So there's a nice $15 project you can do in one afternoon.